Welcome, everybody, to Two in the Stink podcast. It's me and Jim Gillespie, and I haven't had anything to drink. I haven't had anything to drink.
Rob Stamp, baby.
Rob said we just got done. I hosted an open mic at Punchline Philadelphia. Jim Gillespie was there. We took a lift because they were like, hey, if you host open mic, you get a bar tab, and I was like, oh, so I'm not driving. I'm like, whoa, a $40 lift it is. So I just have to drink more than $40 worth of alcohol to make up for this. So your boy racked up a bar tab, and then we spent the entire lift home pretending that we were a couple breaking up in the back seat, and that was fucking hilarious. I was one of those things where I was like, is it funny just because we were doing it, or is it funny, and then we watched the video after because I recorded it. And it's going to be put on YouTube. We haven't decided if we're going to put the full thing on Patreon and then put clips on the YouTube or what. But yeah, we spent an entire Lyft car ride home pretending that we were a couple breaking up in the back of a Lyft, and it was fucking awesome. It's something we did in New York, right?
Yeah, we just got in the car and we just started arguing, and then we brought an imaginary kid into it and a custody battle and all sorts of problems. It's easy to do because I just draw all the drama from my real life. And so I just summon all my demons to just play this sick game. Basically, the whole idea in my head is to get the Lyft driver to react to us.
And they never do.
They never do. But this one was listening really hard.
Yeah, this one, yeah. Do you want to tell them why?
You go ahead. Sure, go
ahead.
It's
not even, well, now I built it up. They just basically, so they missed the turn onto my street because they were so fucking distracted by the conversation we were having. We were going at it.
Yeah.
And it's our favorite thing to do. We did it in New York once. I don't even think we planned on doing it. We just started doing it. We got into a Lyft where we're heading home from a show or whatever, and we just started arguing pretend fighting, and then it turned into us pretending to be a couple breaking up in the back. I'm gonna put it on my YouTube or our YouTube, or we'll figure out something. One of the two, either Rob Stant Comedy or Two in the Stink. It'll be up on YouTube. We're gonna put some clips up, and then probably the full 30-minute uncut will be on Patreon. So that's fun.
Uncut.
Uncut.
If you want to listen to the two of us argue with each other for a half hour,
yeah, it's gonna be on Patreon. Patreon.com/Two in the Stink podcast. Fucking Instagram. Let me add collaboration posts again. You fucking pieces of shit. They're fucking with our reels, dude. They are. That's a different story. Jim, how are you doing today, buddy?
Dude, I'm feeling like $1 million.
Feeling like $1 million? Is there any reason why?
Yeah, I just got over the flu.
Hell yeah, dude.
I beat the flu.
You beat the flu, dude. Not too many people can say that.
I beat the flu with dabs. I beat the flu with dabs and NyQuil.
Dabs and NyQuil. I'm glad you didn't have COVID, buddy. I was worried about you.
Dude, I tested 3 times.
We missed last week's episode. If you're listening to this and you're like, oh, fucking, where was last week's episode? Yeah, it was because Jim was sick. What else is new? Jim's always fucking...
Yeah, what else is new? Yeah, fat retard has health problems. What else is new?
What else is new?
Yeah, Jim's out licking bus seats again.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude. You're like, there's crumbs on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, we did the Punchline open mic. That was a good time. I got a Miller Lite. It's funny because I see a Pepsi and a Miller next to you, and I'm going to watch both of those just be like, the Pepsi's going to get chugged and the Miller's going to fucking sit there. Oh, don't open the Pepsi. You're going to make me want one. Oh, God. Every time he opens up a Pepsi, it's like, I'm like, oh, God, you're going to make me want a Pepsi again, you fucking son of a bitch. The last episode, he opened up a Pepsi, and he made it sound so delicious, I literally went and got a Pepsi. But I also didn't have beer. I've got Miller Lite. That's like Pepsi, but better. That's like Pepsi, but it makes all the bad feelings go away. That's like Pepsi, but it makes me happy.
Remember when you were hammered at the beach house?
Yeah.
And you said that cheesy bread was pizza too?
Yeah. Yeah, I was on 3 different substances. And
yes.
And we were at an Airbnb, and some fucking sweet angel ordered pizza and then also got cheesy bread, and I ate all the cheesy bread, and everybody got really mad. And they're like, Rob, you're eating all the cheesy bread. And I was like, yeah, but it's like pizza too. I said that, and to this day, it's the best thing I've ever said, I think.
It makes sense. He's like, no, like cheesy bread is like pizza is like evolution.
It is. It's like, dude, it's like pizza like 100 years from now.
Pizza 100 years from now is gonna be a pill.
And I'm gonna OD.
Yeah. Whoops. Whoops. That's how I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, man.
Yeah, 5,000 milligrams of pizza.
How did Jim die? Yeah, he OD'd on pizza.
Pizza. Yeah, I think it's funny because, yeah, that's how everyone already predicts me to go.
Yeah, I think if I was gonna go out, I would overdose on Viagra. You know, go to Vegas, go to a cat house, and just like go out. You know, go out swinging. Just take a bunch of take like an entire crush up a bottle of Viagra, put it into a smoothie, and just drink it.
You ever taken a dick pill?
I took a gas station one, and it made my dick like extra thick, and it was really cool. But also, it made my dick was like yo. My dick was like ow. My dick was like yeah, dude. My dick was like extra thick. I think I still have a picture. I have a video of it on my phone actually.
That's good.
It was like back when.
That's good.
I have a video of it on my. Oh no, it's on my computer. I think I have it saved. My dick like because it was so thick. I had to like I had to record it for like evidence. It's like Brit sucking my dick. Like I mean, it was a while ago. I was like, I think I was 20 and no, I was like. Damn, I wasn't drunk, so I must have been 20. I was 20, and then Britt was like 19, and I think like I have a video of her like trying to suck it, like it was a monster cock, dude. It was crazy. I don't know what I had. I don't know what I took, but it was like some gas station pill, and my dick was like it didn't increase the no, that's not true. It increased the length, dude. I don't know what it was, but it increased the length and the thickness of it, and to this day, I'm like trying to like chase that high. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck that pill was. I think I bought it in some like Shell gas station, and I don't know what it was. But dude, I took it. I think So I think I was dog sitting for my sister, and little did she know I had my other dog out, and my girlfriend. Well, I don't know if she was my fiance at the time. She was my girlfriend, Britt, who's now my wife. And I was like, yo, I just took this dick pill, and then she was like, okay, and I was like, yo, like suck this. And I whipped it out, and I was like, wow. I was like, whoa. And that was in her guest room. That is now my nephew's bedroom. So isn't that exciting?
What a story!
What a story.
That's
my nephew,
so funny.
me and my wife, we fucked so many times on my now nephew's bed. It's crazy. I will say this: there's no room in any of my family's house that is safe. Me and Britt have like raw dogged it, and if any of my family members are listening to this, I'm really sorry, but. Honestly, even my friends, dude. Like, if I've been over if me and Britt have stayed the night at your house, if you're my friend and you're listening to this, or any family member, we have fucked somewhere. We fucked on the side of the road the other night. It was crazy. We were coming home from D.C., and Britt was reading some porn. She was like, "Oh, I'm so horny." And I was like, "Take your fucking pants off." I started flicking her bean the whole way home from D.C., and then it got to the point where we just pulled over, like barely on the side of the road, and there were like semis blowing past us, and I was like, you know what? If I die, this is a good time. If I die, like, it's okay. It was one of those moments. Like, her foot was, like, stuck in the armrest. Her other foot was, like, stuck in the fucking steering wheel. And I was like, if I die, it's a good time. Anyway. I feel like I've been talking for the last 10 minutes, dude. I'm out of breath. Yeah, dude. I feel like every episode, it's either, like, I'm hungover and you're on, or, like, you're fucking high as fuck, and then I'm, like, I don't know. I feel like we're never both on in the same episode, you know? Like the last episode, I feel like you showed up, you were broke and sober. You're like, I haven't had anything. I ain't got no money, and you were just like on caffeine. And then this time you're like,
I'm just listening to you.
Yeah,
I didn't even smoke weed.
You're like, no, that's not true at all. Because you know what you are? You're the example of like why weed should be illegal. That's what you are. You're a walking dare commercial.
Okay, you're like the walking example of why you shouldn't get alcohol for kids.
You're like, you're the dare program. So it's like I dare you to chill. That's you.
Rob Stan, everybody.
Sorry, I'm very drunk. This episode's gonna go off the rails. What are we gonna call this episode? What's it? Have you
off
thought
the
of
rails?
No, that's stupid. That's stupid as it's the name of the title.
Yeah.
I like when I like edit these episodes, I listen like halfway through and I'm like, there's something funny here. There's something funny. Two in the same.
You watch the World Cup?
No, dude, I don't give a fuck about soccer.
Oh.
Soccer is the worst sport ever. And if you disagree, then I'm sorry. I was gonna talk shit, but I understand. I understand people who like soccer. I get it. But it's like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I like football and baseball. Even that, barely I give a fuck about. Like, but still. Did you watch the World Cup?
No.
You're like, I ate from the world's biggest cup.
This is fun. This is really fun. I'm having a good time. Having a really good time tonight. No, this is a good time. I'm glad I'm here. This is a great time. Really cool. What the fuck, dude?
Eating cereal out of the world's biggest cup is so funny to me.
Yeah.
You're like, you ever eat cereal out of a cup?
All the time.
Yeah, dude. That's like, it hits different. When you eat it out of a big coffee mug, when you eat cereal out of a big when you eat ice cream out of a big coffee mug, when you try to tell yourself, you're like, I'm only going to have a little bit. And then you like put extra in, you know? You ever do that?
I eat ice cream out of a cone.
Put your fucking microphone up, you fucking piece of shit.
I eat ice cream out of a cone like a man.
Yeah. You're like,
There's no more manly shape on earth than a cone.
Let me ask you something, Jimbo. What's been on your mind recently that you've been wanting to talk about?
Oh my god. So much. I think
I want to know about you. I want you to tell me, like, I've been talking so much because I'm so off the wagon right now. Or is it on the wagon? I can never tell. But tell me about you, buddy.
What do you want to know?
I want to know, like, what's on your mind. What do you want to get off your chest?
Dude, I don't hold anything back.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So I really don't have anything.
You got nothing for me?
No, you know what? I gotta fucking delete Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this morning it's like I log on there. It's like American journalist murdered in Iran. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
And then you click on it.
And I click on it, and then the next video is like a kitten that like just discovered its own ears. It's like, what are these? And then the one right after that is a horrible 911 call where this little girl finds her brother who killed himself with a gun, and I listened to the whole thing.
Jesus Christ, what subreddit was that? So I can look
It's
it
just
up.
It's just my front page. It's literally, I think it was terrifying as fuck.
Maybe you should unsubscribe to all those. Instead of deleting Reddit, why don't you just not subject yourself to that torture? I use
Reddit
for porn. That's pretty much it.
Reddit's got great porn.
Reddit has like the most specific porn ever. Like you could Google anything. It's like it's like oral from behind, and it's just like chicks giving blowjobs, but you can't see the dude's dick. That's what I love because because it brings me back to nostalgia of like watching softcore porn like when I was a kid, like on Cinemax. Skinemax, and they don't show the dick.
Doing real sex on HBO.
Yeah, and you don't. But
my brother kicked my ass because he walked in one night after drinking with his buddies, and I was like asleep on the couch, but I had real sex on the TV. Yeah. I probably beat off and fell asleep. And I fucking just like it kept playing, and he literally woke me up and was like, "We're boxing." He's like, "What are you doing?"
I used to jerk off. I used to watch Cat House on HBO. That was my shit. I used to watch horny dudes walk into a place and fucking pay for prostitutes.
Whoa, what?
Cat House. You ever watch Cat House?
No, it's hilarious.
It's like actually pretty entertaining at the time. Like looking back, it's like I would watch that just for the entertainment. But yeah, it was literally it's in Vegas, or at least it was. They had this. It was literally called Cat House. Like the place was called Cat House.
That's so funny.
And you would go, and there was a lineup of women. You would just pick one, and then they would just fuck them. And then like they would put cameras in the bedroom, and I guess like you would like sign a thing that says they could put it on HBO. And I would just watch old dudes fuck these hot chicks.
Whoa.
And like that was before like I had like Google, so that was like hot. And then my parents bought me an iPod Touch, and it was all over. I had Wi-Fi, an iPod Touch, and blankets, and it was done.
Done.
You give me an iPod Touch, a locked door, and blankets, and you will never see me again.
Yeah.
To this day, dude.
Yeah, there's a bunch of pregnant blankets walking around Rob's house.
Dude, I got I got blankets that have like a colony growing on them.
That's hilarious.
I got blankets that have like a whole fucking like life. Anyway, remember when I said about Jimmy eating off a big cup? Wasn't that funny earlier?
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, Jim's like, can we not remember that? Damn, dude, one of these episodes we're both gonna be on. I'm telling you, dude, we're like, no, but you know what? That's what we have going for each other. We're a good dynamic. I feel like there's one episode where like I'm dying and you're like bringing me back to life, and there's another episode where you're just like you're tired or you're stoned, and I'm like, no, but I've had 18 Millers.
What are we talking about?
Doesn't matter.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about.
You know
life,
what's fucking
dude.
crazy? Fucking Russia.
You're talking about Russia right now?
It's
See,
crazy.
here's the thing you do. You
It's
always
crazy.
try to make this thing fucking topical, and we're just boys being boys.
That's just the shit that I am.
All right,
I read.
tell me about Russia. Go ahead.
That we just gave up an arms dealer for Brittany Griner.
I'm sorry, what?
I know.
I'm sorry, you said a WNBA player, and I lost it.
I know.
Do you think, you know what's crazy?
She can dunk.
She's the most famous WNBA player.
She can dunk. Guess what you can't do?
I dunk, yeah. This is
You
horrible.
dunk cookies.
Yeah,
now.
okay, that's where I was going with that.
Yeah.
I set you up for that.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob, yeah, I dunk.
Yeah, what's really funny is when we sit next to each other, we look like April and Phil Margera. It's crazy, dude.
I saw them at a gas station today.
I know.
That's why
what
I
made
get-
me think of it.
I was at the gym, believe it or not. I was at Planet Fitness, and
You go to the gym all the time.
I go to the gym all the time, and I stay.
Everyone's like, "What does he do there?" It's a discussion people have a lot, actually.
Because I look the same.
Yeah.
I go to. Well, here's the thing: if you go
I've
to the
known
gym,
you for 2 years.
if you go to the gym, and then you just drink beer and eat cookies, then you don't change. I tell myself, I always thinking about that. Like, if I don't go to the gym, am I really like? Is it really gonna like? Am I gonna get like even worse? But then I tell myself like, if I don't go to the gym, like if this is what I look like going to the gym, imagine what I look like if I didn't go to the gym. Like, it's got to be way fucking worse, right?
Dude, you're looking at him.
I'm like, this is me barely trying. I went to the gym and I went to go get gas, and I saw this guy and he looked like Phil Margera. I was like, damn, that kind of looks like Phil Margera. And then April got out the car and I was like, oh shit, that's April Margera. And I was just like staring at them. And then April saw me staring and I just fucking awkwardly pumped gas and tried to pretend like I wasn't super excited. They were really not like really close to me.
They also pump gas.
It was the first time I've ever been like, I've ever seen them. Like, it was the first time I've ever like been like, cause like all my friends have had like April and Phil encounters. It's not the first time I've ever
You're like, finally, it's happening for me.
It's not the first time I've ever seen a celebrity, because like, you know, you fucking stand up comedy, you see a couple, but
Jesus.
you know,
Yikes. Oh, remember that? Yeah, remember that time we almost like harassed Chris Rock?
Oh yeah.
We almost blocked Chris Rock from getting out of his Escalade.
Oh yeah, we were walking through like New York, and this like we bumped into this like big bodyguard dude or whatever, and then you turned and you said, "Yo, dude, look," and you pointed, and Chris Rock was like 8 feet away from us.
Chris Rock literally got out of his car and like walked past like we ordered an Uber at MSG, and we were headed to a show. And like to get to the Uber, we had to cross the street, and I literally like moved this gate, and like we walked through, and Chris Rock and his mom hop out of an Escalade, like literally directly in front of me.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Whoa, that's Chris Rock!"
Yeah, and I looked, and then some dude was like, "Yo, Chris Rock, can I get a picture?" And then he was like, "I'm with my mother," which is like the most like Chris Rock.
I'm with my mother.
Yeah, he yelled that, which I mean that's kind of cute, you know. You can't
Yeah.
give the man trouble.
That was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, he's like outside."
It's so funny, dude. It's so funny. The best response to like if somebody asks you for a picture is like, "I'm with my mother." That was before the slap happened too.
Yeah, like Norman.
We should've-
Yeah, I asked Norman Bates for a picture. He's like, "I'm with my mother." He's just standing there by himself.
We should have warned him, dude. We should have warned Chris Rock what was to come.
What
Will
happened? What
Smith
happened
will
to Chris
slap
Rock?
you.
Oh, Will Smith, dude,
Yeah.
what a pussy.
Will Smith, dude. Now he's back on Instagram pretending like nothing happened. Will Smith.
Why did he like? What is it? What a puss. Why are we talking about this?
I love
This is
Will
so old
Smith.
now.
No, I love Will Smith, dude.
Fuck Will Smith. I like iRobot.
Will Smith don't got a cuss on his album to sell records. I
like-
do. So fuck him and fuck you too.
I like I Am Legend.
I Am Legend is great. iRobot. You know what? I Am Legend is one of my favorite. Like, I'm high and I want to fall asleep movies.
That's crazy.
What's your favorite? I'm high and I want to fall asleep movie.
My Sister's Keeper.
Is that the movie where the girl has cancer?
Yeah.
That's your favorite I'm high and I want to go to sleep movie?
Yeah, it makes me cry so hard that I fall asleep.
I think you're getting high wrong.
Is that? Am I doing it wrong?
I think you're doing it wrong.
I think I'm doing it wrong. I might be doing it wrong.
I think you're doing it wrong.
I cry my eyes out to go to bed. I don't know.
No, you're supposed to put on like something like so to be fair, with I Am Legend, I normally like
It's a sad movie too. I think you're doing it wrong.
No.
I'm like, you're gonna fucking come after me.
It's not
better
sad.
be ready.
Hang on. It's not sad until he kills the dog, which
That's
is
the
what
saddest thing ever.
But I get way too high and I fall asleep before that happens.
Mm-hmm.
You start the beginning of the movie is like they got cancer. I start the movie like and I pretend like I don't know that he's going to kill the dog. So it's like, it's different.
It's a fascinating movie. It's about Abigail Breslin suing for medical autonomy from her parents, who are basically using her as like a spare body for their daughter that has cancer.
That's a lot of words you just said.
It's crazy. It's a crazy movie that I really like, and I makes me cry.
You want to know something crazy? You just unlocked the memory. I saw My Sister's Keeper in theaters with both my sisters.
That's insane.
We went to AMC theaters. And I remember they were going to the movies, and I think I was like getting my ass whooped in Call of Duty 4, and I was like, I gotta get out the house. And I was like, well, you guys going to the movies? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna go see My Sister's Keeper. And I was like, okay, I'll go. And they're like, oh, it's a good show. I was like, no, I'll go. I was like, I was getting beat so hard in Call of Duty. I was like, no, I'll go. So we went to the movies, and it was literally like it was all like middle-aged women just sobbing. It was an entire movie of like
my crowd.
It was literally an entire theater of people like
my crowd, baby.
It was the saddest fucking movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Ever.
It's a horrible movie, and
it's a great movie. I think it's great.
It's no, because Cameron Diaz is in it, and like
say anything about her and die.
No, I love her. I want to fucking do unspeakable things to her, but in a cancer movie with Cameron Diaz, I'm like, no, I liked you in Mask. Which, like, I want you to, no, show your legs. It's like, no, show your legs. It's like, I want to see your legs. I'm like, whoa, she's not wearing high heels in this. That's weird. Yeah, it's not, I don't like, that movie's sad as fuck, dude.
It's so funny. Speaking of movies, it's Christmas time.
It's Christmas time. Oh, next week.
Did you see Polar Express in theaters?
I did. I saw it with my mom and my oldest nephew.
I saw it with my second grade class.
Yeah, how was that?
I crapped myself in the theater.
Yeah?
Yeah, I crapped myself in the theater, and my teacher washed my shorts in the sink at the theater.
You know what? I feel like every story you tell me ends up with, like, you shitting yourself.
I've never said that on a podcast.
So you crapped yourself? What did you have that made you crap yourself?
I don't know. I was fucking, like, 8, maybe 7.
8, maybe 7.
6, maybe.
And you're like 6, 5, 4. You're like, you're gonna blow up.
I was probably second grade. I was probably 7 or 6.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. You're
a
10 right now.
I dumped in my pants, and my teacher washed the shorts in the sink at the movie theater.
So that's your ew.
And I put them back on.
That's like ha 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 ha. Jim just crapped his pants.
Miss Landman, if you're out there and you're living your life, I just want to let you know that I never forgot about that.
How many times have you crapped your pants as an adult in your life?
As an adult? Well, dude, I shit everything I love when I just had the flu. I would like cough and like shoot a shot glass of shit.
Oh my god!
Every time I would cough, it'd be like a shot glass of shit.
Are you being serious?
I'm being dead serious.
You like recently?
Like when I had the flu, like a few days ago. I literally was like, I couldn't stop shitting myself.
You're fucking...
I was like, I'm just going to be naked. I'm just going to be naked then. How about that?
That's fucking foul. Oh, I told you, we lost a listener because of how gross the last episode was.
Really?
Yeah, when you talked about farting cum onto somebody's face, he was like, I'm done. I went to go get dinner with him. He was like, hey, I might have to stop listening. Apparently that's called felching. There's a word for it. He was like, your buddy talked about felching. And I'm like, hang on.
No, felching's different. Felching is when you swap the cum between mouths.
Ew.
What a fucking nerd trying to teach you.
We were talking about the Polar Express and shitting ourselves. So when you weren't sick, like when's a time where like you, like how many times have you shit your pants where it wasn't an acceptable time to shit your pants? You know what I'm talking about?
Not too many times.
Like, has there been a time? Like, how many times have you shit your pants where it was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that? Was that like when
As an adult, not. I don't think unless I was sick, none.
well, okay, not maybe not as an adult, but like not as like a kid, like not as like a baby, you know, like
Okay. In middle school, I got too hammered and I fell off of the jungle gym and I
you got hammered in middle school?
yeah.
How old were you?
Like
In middle school?
Yeah, in 7th grade.
Okay.
I used to drink vodka.
Nice.
And I was at the middle school dance, and my friends and I we went to a park after, and I like fell out of a jungle gym and I pissed and shit myself.
Nice, dude.
I like you know what happened was I like landed on my tailbone and like knocked the wind out of myself and then just like pissed and shit.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I actually have to go. I had to go forever.
When I was so funny enough, I think I was in this
So fucking gross. What
when
the
I
fuck?
when I was in the 6th grade, when I was in the 6th grade, I was in science class, and I had to poop, but like I don't know why. In like middle school, I had a fear of like pooping at school. Like I didn't like to poop at school. Like I don't know why. I didn't like any bathroom that wasn't my own, and I really had to poop. So I raised my hand to go to the bathroom, and I ran to the bathroom, and I was like so nervous to poop. I was literally standing outside of the bathroom stall, and I was like, maybe I don't have to poop. Maybe I just have to fart, right? Maybe it's just gas. So I tried to fart, and then I just, like, shot, like, shit into my underwear. And then I panicked, and I ran into the bathroom, and, like, there was just, like, a little, like, lump of shit in my underwear. Like, it was very like... So I took off my underwear, and, like, I finished... so, first of all, I wasn't done shitting. So I finished shitting. I took my underwear off, right? I like fucking put it off to the side. Other kid walked in the bathroom. He walked in the bathroom and he was like, "Yo, it smells like shit in here." And he said, "It smells like somebody dookie themselves." And I was like hiding in the stall. And then I walked out of the stall, right? So I had to take the underwear out, like, right? So I take the underwear.
Oh my god.
So I removed the underwear from my pants. And the rest of I put my pants on. I'm free balling it now after I've like washed my fucking like my fucking pants, like my hands or whatever. And then so I take the underwear and I throw it into the trash can. So now there's just dookie underwear in the trash can. And then I went back to class. And then I had like shit on my hand because I didn't realize I had shit on my hand. And then somebody next to me was like, "Yo, is that shit on your hand?" And I was like, "No, that's chocolate." And they were like, "What? Prove it. Lick it off." And I licked the shit off my... No, I'm just kidding. I made that last part up. But I made the last part up, please. No, but isn't that a gross story?
This one time I had crazy gas, and it was during a test.
Yeah.
And I had crazy gas during this test, and I was sitting next to this girl who like already didn't like me, and I'm just pumping the room full of farts. I'm like pumping it. I used to drink like the Wawa like brand sodas. I used to drink them like in the morning. So like by the time like 10 o'clock came around, I'd be like, I'd just be like shooting off fucking bloat, just a big fart constantly. And I was just killing this girl, and she like never forgave me ever.
My breakfast, my mom used to make me. My mommy used to make me. I used to eat Eggo waffles with butter, syrup, and then she would give me like a donut and then like milk. There's like all these carbs, no protein, and then I would watch Dragon Tales. That's
Whoa.
Dragon Tales.
Whoa.
Dragon Tales. Remember that song? Remember that show?
Yeah, both of those kids are actually captive.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's like a whole fan theory about the kids are captive.
Oh yeah.
And like they're getting like molested.
Come on now, take my hand, let's go to Dragon Land. I used to watch Dragon Tales, but my dad thought the show was like gay.
And it was.
And he'd come home so my dad used to work night shift, so he'd be coming home like as I was going to school, and he'd like walk in the door and be like, "Oh, you fucking watching Dragon Tales?" And I'd like try to change it to Fox News.
Yeah,
I would like to pretend. I'd be like, no, like look, people died. I want to watch that.
Yeah, you're watching MASH.
My dad's like, "Wow, you're watching fucking Dragon Tales?" Like, all I knew was I had a daughter.
Let it out, Rob.
Yeah.
Let it out.
and then he wanted me to play football, but I only wanted to play Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
Yeah, tell us your Dragon Tale.
My Dragon Tale? Yeah, my Dragon Tale is that I wanted to play Tony Hawk's Underground 2, and my dad wanted me to get a girlfriend. He was like, if he's like, just fucking...
You're like, ¿Por qué no los dos? That means why can't we have both?
Oh, that's a taco commercial?
Yeah.
¿Por qué no las dos? Oh, my God. What was your, like, what was your favorite, like, PS2 game as a kid? SmackDown versus Raw, Here Comes the Pain.
SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. And then
I
there
did
was
the charge. Yeah, that is that SmackDown versus Raw.
Nah, that's just the theme song to the show Raw.
I get the my generation. The virgins right now are fucking losing their shit, dude.
I fucking, it's funny. They earned this. They're about to hear a
Are
snippet
you gonna play
of
it?
Yeah.
I get the charge. No, actually, don't, because we might get copyright banned from YouTube.
It takes only if it's more than 6 seconds.
Don't do it. Please don't risk it. Please don't risk it.
Look how
Please,
nervous you
I'm
are.
like, no.
Rob's sober now. That's great.
I'm like, whoa, I'm sober.
That worked.
Yeah,
I got to do that every episode now.
You're like, copyright music. I get the charge. Yeah.
Yeah. I love wrestling. I'm
Oh
a
my
big
God.
wrestling retard.
I used to love it. I think I loved it up until like 4th grade. That was it. I stopped.
Still love it. 25.
I remember in the 3rd grade it was when I learned about John Cena. When people were like, "You can't see me."
I hated John Cena.
I loved him immediately.
I hated him.
Love John Cena. I think the last wrestling memory I have was watching Kane and Lita's wedding. That was like,
oh my God.
that was the last big memory I had. Is like I remember like watching Kane and Lita's wedding, and then I was like, all right.
Lita was.
I remember my mom. Remember when Vince McMahon faked his own death?
Yeah.
And the limo exploded?
Yeah.
So I remember watching. It's so funny. Me and my dad, we used to watch wrestling, and my mom was like watching with us. And they showed him. They showed him get into a limo, and it zoomed out. And my mom, she was like, "The limo's gonna explode." And we were like, "Oh yeah, sure. This is Vince McMahon. He's gonna die on live TV." The limo exploded, and we were like so blown away that my mom called it. She was like, "See, I told you." And then it's funny because I think who Eddie and then Eddie Guerrero died like 3 days later, and then Vince McMahon had to go out and like.
You're like, no, I'm alive.
He's like, I'm alive. Actually, I'm sorry. Like, and he like did a whole
step outside the skit.
Yeah, he's like, let's step outside the skit. Yeah, Eddie Guerrero died. Rest in peace, Chris Benoit. He was innocent.
Oh, not that. Never that. But he was a great wrestler.
I still can't believe that they haven't removed Chris Benoit from the PS2 games. Like, you would think they would have at least released an update by now. Like, it's really disrespectful that they haven't gotten rid of him. We should. How come Chris Benoit isn't canceled? You know, why isn't that a thing?
God, who has the time anymore? Who has
Chris
the time
Benoit.
to cancel anymore?
More like Chris Nah. You know, more like Chris Benoit.
Whatever that.
More
means.
like Eddie Guerrero. No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No.
What the fuck
I'm sorry.
are you talking? Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had like 8 Miller Lights.
Tell me a secret.
You want a secret?
Sure.
Oh, fuck, hang on. I gotta go deep. What's a secret? A secret? Damn, dude, that's tough. Can you tell me one first while I think?
Yes.
Okay, tell me a secret. Can you think of one, or do you need? I can give. Hang on, I can try to think deep, dude. It's tough because I don't have many secrets, honestly. I really don't. Like, I suck toes. That's about it. That's about my biggest. Oops, it's a secret. It's like, dude, I'm doing missionary. What am I gonna not put them in my mouth? They're right there. I have like 6 Miller Lights. I'm like, yo. I'm like, wow, they smell like nail polish. Get him over here. I'm like, they got they got that fresh nail polish smell. That's it. I don't have like any like skeletons in my closet. I don't know.
Yeah.
You ever pop a toe in your mouth?
Yes. I don't like it.
You don't like it? I don't like it, but I also don't not like it.
I don't like it, and I don't want to receive it either.
Are you sure?
Yeah. So stop texting me about it.
I don't have like. I'm trying to think of a secret. That's it. I mean, Fuck. What am I thinking? I literally tell like there's no. I fucked Brit on the side of the road the other night. Now, I mean, that's a big secret.
I stole a pair of my buddy's mom's panties. I took them to school for all of my friends and I to like check them out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Secret, damn dude. I don't know.
And then the kid whose panties they were,
Yeah.
we like passed them to him,
Mm.
and we're like, "Yo, check these out." It was mad devious. It was evil.
So wait, it was his mom's panties, and you?
Yeah, we were like, "Yo, check these."
They
out.
sniff them.
Yeah,
Ew.
we all did.
You're the devil.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That's a secret.
It's
It's a pretty weak secret. Who cares?
No, I mean, I don't have that many. I'm not that bad of a person.
You asked me to do a secret.
Yeah, you didn't do one.
I did one. I literally just gave you one. It's not a secret. I literally
You
like
said
did
you
a joke.
sucked toes. What I did was way worse.
Probably right. My secret is I'm Kanye West, right? Let's not talk about him because everybody is, and that's annoying. He made graduation.
Are you allowed to listen to his music anymore?
Who gives a flying fuck? Honestly, I think Kanye West is like the Chick-fil-A.
I listen to R. Kelly.
Hang on, I had a really funny thought. I think Hang on, I'm me now.
Okay.
I think Kanye West is like the Chick-fil-A of musicians. You know.
Okay.
Like I think it's like his beliefs are fucked up and the shit that like he says, but he makes a good product. Like he's a talented musician. It's like Chick-fil-A. Like yeah, they're fucking homophobic and they don't support the LGBT community, but like damn, they make a good sandwich. You know? I had this bit that I do. I'm not gonna go into it. Never mind. Chick-fil-A's it's delicious. That's it. I'm not gonna do bits on a podcast because that's fucking stupid.
You ever think about nuclear war and what you would do?
I think honestly, if I knew a nuke was coming, I would be at peace. I think.
Well, basically, like what they say is, if we got a nuke launched at us, it would either be like New York or Washington. So we would just be in the line of the fallout.
The fallout.
So there's literally there's
the fallout, baby.
We could survive if we evacuate.
So we would have to go like south.
Yeah.
Traffic would be a nightmare. I would rather if a nuke ever hits, I hope I'm in New York while it happens. I want to be done.
You just want to be vaporized.
Yeah, I don't want to do like post-apocalyptic bullshit, like have to deal with the economy crashing and all that.
Yeah,
If a nuke's gonna hit, I want to just take me. Like the world's gonna be fucked. Like I don't want to have to deal with the bullshit, dude. Like it's like comedy's not gonna be a thing because New York's gonna be gone, Philly's gonna be done, DC's gonna be done. Like it doesn't matter. Like just take me out. Like I like that. Like and that's like a like you know like I just mean like I don't want to have to like I'm done. Like I don't have to wear like a fucking like oh like put on your hazmat
Please say
suit.
like more.
Can you not make fun of me while I'm drunk? Can you do that? You don't even have a Miller Lite open. It's not even fun.
I don't. You actually scared me off of drinking because your brain's so pickled right now.
No, I'm having a great time.
You're like having like a great like time.
I think shut the fuck up, piece of shit. I would rather just just take me out.
Just take him out.
Now I'm like trying to not say like.
Yeah.
I just said now I'm like trying to not say like. That's great. Wow, it's crazy because you know what? It's interesting. I know
when you're gearing up to insult me. It's like, you know what? It's interesting.
We pretended to be a couple breaking up on the car ride home, and the energy has been the same since. But to answer your question,
we blew our load in the car.
If there was to be a nuclear bomb, I would like to be in the center of it. I don't want to be in the fallout. If I'm gonna have to suffer with like the aftermath, I would rather just die. Just take me out. I don't want to go to work in the morning. I don't have to wear a hazmat suit to the office. I gotta go back.
That's already coming with SRV.
I gotta go back to washing my hands. I don't want to do that. That's not
RSV. fun. The SRV virus, the fucking Stevie Ray Vaughan virus.
What the fuck is SRV?
RSV. It's actually called.
What is it?
It's like this new disease that you can get instead of the flu or COVID. It's like this third guy that was like, "Hey, I'm here too."
If there was another lockdown, would you be excited or disappointed?
It depends on whether I'm gonna get paid to stay home or not. Last time I got paid to stay home for 8 weeks.
So if it's like, okay, you get paid to stay home, are you excited or disappointed?
Excited. Are you serious?
Well, I don't know, because, like, we're comedians. I don't know if it's, like, a thing where you'd be upset you can't do comedy.
Oh, well, if there was no comedy, that would be a bummer.
Well, that's going to happen, but I think I don't know how to say this, but COVID might have been like the lockdown, like COVID lockdown might have been one of the best times in my entire life.
This podcast only exists because of it.
It does, yeah.
I started comedy in the pandemic.
And I know a lot of people died like during COVID, allegedly, if you want to believe all that bullshit. But I genuinely
Rob's drunk, so here comes the fake news. Here comes the whoa.
I think
I can't wait for our reel to have a content warning at the bottom. It's like, this actually may contain misinformation about COVID-19 guidelines.
no, Instagram actually cut us off from Reels. So like, no, you're done.
Yeah.
They're like, actually, you're done.
Got it.
We're gonna fix that. But I genuinely think that the lockdown portion of COVID might have been some of the best moments like of my life. It reminded me of like summer break, like back in like when I was a kid, of just like not having to go to work, staying up till 5 a.m. playing video games. It was like that, but alcohol. Like you're old enough to drink, so it was like I was drinking like beer.
You know what it was? It was a taste of retirement.
It was so fucking great. Dude, it was like a taste of retirement with the energy of a 27-year-old.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
And that's what it's like to be Frankie Muniz every day.
Oh my God. To be a Frankie Muniz.
He retired after Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh my God. To be Frankie Muniz.
He fucking retired.
Do you remember when, like, I don't know, like cable TV, when it used to be like Simpsons, Malcolm in the Middle, and then Simpsons again? It was like literally the best lineup in television history.
It's a Malcolm in the Middle sandwich.
Yeah, dude.
What's funny is like I used to watch a shitload of TV. Like I still do.
Oh yeah, you used to. Yeah.
I used to watch.
I used to eat ice cream.
All right. Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Calm down.
You're like, okay, enough.
Yeah, please. Actually, I have a heart.
What's a safe word when I go too far?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, please stop.
No, it's you couldn't go too far if you tried.
Really?
Yeah, my mom didn't love me.
Okay.
So you can't really.
You're like, the safe word is asparagus.
You can't phase me, young grasshopper. For
Okay.
my mother and father didn't love me.
All right. So back
Anyway.
to Malcolm in the Middle, or whatever you were saying.
The mom was a bitch, man.
She sucked. I hated her.
Yeah, Jane Kaczmarek, or
Yeah.
whatever her name is. What a cunt.
Oh man, what a
What a fucking lunatic asshole.
Yeah. What a lunatic asshole. What a cunt. What a lunatic asshole. I'm just repeating what you're saying now because I'm like, so like, what are you looking at?
Nothing now.
You're looking at like, you're like, there's somebody in the corner.
Yeah,
Like one of those creepy ass kids, dude. Have you ever had any experience with kids being creepy as fuck?
No, but you ever had an experience with the paranormal?
Yeah, I think we've talked about this before.
Have we?
Yeah. What's your most paranormal experience? And I'll stop you if we've talked about it. We've talked about sleep paralysis. I know that, and that's fucking terrifying.
Paranormal experience.
Put your mic closer to your mouth.
Eat
Eat that mic, bro. People on TikTok talking shit.
Yeah,
Lick
they're
it.
like, yeah.
They're like, eat the mic. It's like, shut the fuck up, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, you won't show up to
Yeah,
this
you won't.
address.
Yeah, you won't fucking. You won't show up to my house. Pull up.
Actually don't.
Yeah, please don't.
You seem like the guy that's gonna get swatted.
Yeah.
You're like a candidate for swatting.
I look like somebody who swats people. But so tell me about your fucking most paranormal experience.
So there's this story that when I was a kid, I walked down, like when I was a baby, I walked down the steps by myself. And like people, like my people in my family said that like I had my hand raised, and I was like being walked down by somebody.
That's fucking terrifying.
I don't necessarily believe it because everyone in my family does crack. So I could have just fallen down the steps.
My family, I did something creepy when I was a kid. So I did a joke about this recently on stage, but when I was a toddler, my mom said I was taking a nap. So my mom's dad died. My mom's dad killed himself when she was 8 years old. And when I was a toddler, my mom
I
said.
almost laughed really hard for no reason. I didn't even think it's funny.
So when I was a toddler, my mom says I woke up in the middle of a nap, like I was laying down, and I sat up like a stiff board, like Exorcist style.
Like the Undertaker.
Yeah, and I turned to my mom and said, your father loves you very much. And then I laid back down and went to bed. Isn't that fucking terrifying? And you know what's even scarier? I remember it. As a toddler, that's one of my core memories. I remember laying down, and I remember like being like, "Oh, I need to tell my mom this." Like I was like, "I need to let my mom know this," and I sat up and I told her. Isn't that fucking horrifying?
Yeah.
But I don't. But like I remember as a toddler thinking like, my mom just needs to know this. It wasn't like, and it's like. I don't know. It's weird because it's like it's one of those things as a kid. Like it's one of my core memories. I remember like I remember like it's so weird. I vividly remember doing it. And then I have another vivid memory I have. It's weird. Both the paranormal things I like. So after my great granny died.
Keep getting possessed, my guy.
Yeah, my great granny died, and I went into her closet and I put her hat on. She used to have this diamond studded hat that she would wear, and she had a cane that she had like wrapped in like tape and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I put that on and I stood at the end of the hallway in my old house. And I didn't say anything. I just stood there. And my family and friends, they were like they were all talking. My family and like their friends, they were all talking and chatting down the other end of the hallway. And then one of them looked and they were like, "Oh shit, look at Bobby." And they all turned and I remember them looking in the corner. And I was just standing down the end of the hallway dressed as my grandmother. And they were all, like, fucking losing their shit. I did a lot of creepy shit as a kid. But, like...
You did look like a creepy kid.
I did, dude. I was, like... I was on one as a kid.
You were like Spooky Caillou.
I was, dude...
Dude, that's crazy, because I have a similar story. When I was, like, 4 or 5... I used to do this thing where I would go out back and take a shit with my dog.
Yeah?
Named Mickey.
Uh-huh.
And this one time I was out back taking a shit in the yard, and my neighbors walked up. I was like 4.
Uh-huh.
My neighbors walked up, and they go, "Hey, what the hell are you doing?" I was like, I'm pooping with the dog. And they're like, "You can't be doing that." And I was like, no, it's okay. The dog will eat it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the dog got super sick from eating my shit and died.
Okay.
Yeah, so I basically killed my dog with my own shit.
That's paranormal.
And to me, that's spooky as hell. It's the spookiest thing I've heard.
I like how you just... your dog ate your shit and then died, and you're like, that's scary.
Insane. It's spooky as fuck.
Yeah, well, so my sister's beach house that you stayed the night at.
That is a spooky place.
Have you stayed? Yeah, you think so?
I got lost in the dark. And
So
that's permanently spooky.
So my sister's beach house that we stayed the night at. My family has seen in her house this like white figure like wearing a dress, just like being like around. They've seen like legit ghosts. So I kind of thought it was like whatever. But my cousin, Paige, shout out Paige if you're listening. My cousin Paige, who I think you've met at comedy shows, she was
the beach.
Yeah, in the beach. She was staying.
We made her listen to Drain Maria 30 times.
Oh, we did. You're fucking right.
And we drank warm champagne.
Oh God!
Remember when we were really cool?
Oh yeah. And
remember when there was no one to judge us and we were super cool?
So
we both had our tits out. Drinking warm champagne.
Oh, that was so good. Well, we'll talk about that later. But
what about right now?
Well, hang on. I'm gonna finish the story, bitch. So, my cousin, who like doesn't believe in any of that shit, like I forget, somebody saw like this figure in my sister's house, and my cousin saw like she like legitimately like she was like walking down the hallway and she saw at the end of the hallway this like white woman like in like a white like dress or whatever, and like she was like, "Oh shit," like, and then she like told me about it, and she was like, "Yeah, I don't believe in any of that shit until like, but I guess I do now." Like, it's interesting how that like changes like people's perspective, like when they see something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did drink champagne. We did drink champagne with our tits out. Isn't that exciting? We were on a beach, and I brought a bottle of champagne and no ice, and we just drank warm champagne, shirtless, and that was a. We listened to Drain Maria.
And then horseflies were like, "This is over."
Yeah, horseflies.
This is over.
Yeah.
It's crazy how like horsefly bites will actually ruin your life.
Didn't John have a crazy paranormal experience at his friend's house or whatever?
He's got a crazy story for everything. He actually has the funniest shitting himself story I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, what is it?
We'll save it for his guest show.
Oh yeah, okay,
appearance.
all right.
Because it is, I wouldn't do it justice. It's so funny.
Doesn't he have like? Didn't his like friends like? He had a story where he went over his friend's house. I don't even want to talk about it. He like went to like his grandma's ashes or whatever, and they like saw like a red dress. I don't even want to talk about it. It's fucking horrible. I want
to have sleep paralysis.
Yeah, I'm like done actually. I'm like Jesus loves me. Yes, I know, for the Bible tells me so.
Is that a song in the,
It
in
is.
the book?
It is absolutely. And I'm gonna sleep with the lights on, and that's gonna be what I fall asleep to.
Are you a lights on guy?
And I am tonight, because dude, I swear to God, every time I've ever talked about like
You have a TV in your bedroom?
I do.
Oh.
And I need that because when Brit's at work, I've never had like any sleep paralysis bullshit or anything when I sleep with the Brit. But dude, like if I'm by myself, like it's gonna happen. If I talk about it, it's terrifying. I hate it. I fall asleep to like I fall asleep to like a Quentin Tarantino movie, and I have to have the lights on. And
I was like so scared of Chucky.
Yeah.
I was like frozen in fear of Chucky when I was a kid.
I don't give like I was never scared of anything that wasn't like okay, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers. None of that shit scared me. Like I like serial killers, like none of that, like whatever, like that never scared me. It's the paranormal shit, the shit you can't see. That's what terrified me as a kid.
Yeah.
And my mom was I don't know. My mom dude, I don't know. I don't want to. There's things I want to say that I don't want to say because I'm like it's gonna happen. And I'm not. I'll tell you one thing. I'll never buy a Ouija board. I'll never fuck with that shit. You ever fuck with the Ouija board?
I was at a party where they had a Ouija board out. I was like, nope.
Did you leave?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's real as fuck, dude. I don't care what anybody says. It's crazy that
it's not real. I just think it invites bad energy.
It is, and it's like Hasbro. Well, isn't it real? If it's like the intention is it for it to like invite spirits? Isn't that like a?
I don't want to risk it.
I know that's the thing. Like it's like, and it's crazy.
I want to live in a world where it's not real, but I also don't have to check.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about AIDS.
It's funny because it's true.
Just pretend it doesn't exist and never get checked. Yo.
That's our motto. Damn, dude. Yeah, Jim, I just want to say that I appreciate you as a friend.
Oh my God, dude! I love you.
Dude, all jokes aside, I know that we go back and forth, and I fucking poke fun of you, and you don't poke fun of me because I'm so perfect. But you're my homie.
Wow.
You're my boy.
You're my boy.
You're my boy, Blue.
You're my boy. Oh, I love that movie.
That's
you love that movie?
Yeah, old school.
Oh my God, what a great
You're
movie.
my boy, Blue.
You're my boy, Blue.
Yeah, dude.
Snoop-a-loop.
Snoop-a-loop.
We're going streaking. Bring your green hat.
Damn, dude. Yeah, we got like 10 more minutes left. Is there anything you want to like wrap up? You want to end on or whatever? Or like, what's on your mind that you're like, damn, I want to talk about this on the podcast?
Nothing, dude. I'm fucking beat.
Yeah.
I'm fucking beat up.
So 2023 is coming around. What's your like goal? Like, I don't want to say New Year's resolution because it's stupid, but like, what's your big thing you want to accomplish in 2023? My thing is I want to do comedy. I want to be a full-time entertainer by the end of 2023. Well, I want to be on the road, you know?
I'm going to be moving to New York.
Really?
In 2023.
But the podcast.
Nah, we'll make it work.
We'll make it work? You going to come here? You going to take the train?
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Cool. What do you who are you going to live with in New York?
Probably myself.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. I really don't know. I have a lot of figuring it out to do. But, you know.
Leaving on an Amtrak. Don't know when I'll be back again.
I figure instead of like moving to Philly and trying to save up while I live in Philly to move to New York, that I would just go.
But you basically already fucking live in Philly. Who cares? Like, that's like, when you live in the suburbs outside of Philly, you're basically in Philly. Like, it's like, you're just, instead of having to walk to a place, you just take a $20 Uber.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to make a move, go, like, to, like...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the problem with moving to New York, I feel like at least get passed at a couple clubs or something.
Well, that's
like,
what was the plan, but I'm just gonna do it.
okay.
I wanted to get passed at clubs this year, but I suck. I don't know. No,
Well,
I
mean,
just didn't get out enough.
Yeah. Well, that was depressing.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys aren't fun anymore, actually.
It's like, well, I wanted to get my life together, but that's next year.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. You already understand that.
I like the idea of our buddy Vince Kowalski. He went to New York with $150 in his pocket, and he went to the Comedy Cellar and said, "Can I have a job?" And they were like, "Well, do you work anywhere else?" And he was like, "No." And they were like, "Well, like, do you live in New York?" And he was like, "No." And he's like, "Can I bartend?" And they're like, "Do you have bartending experience?" He was like, "No, but I've worked in a bar." I love him to death. Vince
That's
Kowalski.
the funniest thing I ever heard. He texts me and goes, "I'm Bob Dylan. I'm gonna be Bob Dylan. So get ready for that. I'm Bob Dylan."
Come gather young people wherever you roam. Is that Bob Dylan?
I don't know.
And admit where the waters around you have grown. The times they are changed. Yeah, that's Bob Dylan.
That's licensed.
No way. You're saying I'm gonna get copyrighted?
Yeah.
What an honor that would be to be like, you sound so much like Bob Dylan. It's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Wait till I break out the harmonica, dude.
You have a harmonica?
Somewhere. Yeah, look at my house. I've got a harmonica, okay?
Yeah.
Look at my house. I've got a harmonica. If I have a podcast room, I have a harmonica. Why don't you relax? If I have a podcast room, I have a harmonica. Yeah, Bobby's got a harmonica. How about that?
Bobby harmonica.
Bobby harmonica.
All right, let's call it.
Let's call it. I like how this is the first time you've ever wanted to end an episode under an hour.
Let's call it.
You're like, done now.
Oop.
Done now.
Oop.
Boop, done now. Where are we at, dude? We're at fucking 50. We're at 50. We're under an hour. This is the first time you've ever wanted to wrap it up. You want to wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
You done?
Plug your shit, brother.
Plug my shit. Fucking March 4th. Guess what? There's going to be a special. We haven't said the place yet. It's going to happen. We got a comedy special happening March 4th. Keep an eye out. My Instagram, my social medias at Rob Stant Comedy. Comedy special happening. This Wednesday, this podcast will be out by then, so it doesn't matter why am I plugging them. But Punchline Philly doesn't matter. This podcast probably will come out after that. What am I? No, everything I have that's like cool is like it's gonna be out by like the time this comes out.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah. Follow me on Instagram.
Oh, you know what? I'll be at Attic Brewing on December 22nd.
Yeah.
With Mel Harris, so
let me hang on. Let me
make sure you pull up to that.
Let me hang on one second. I'm gonna fucking go through the fucking. I'll plug my January shit. Oh, January 11th, I'm at the DC Improv open mic. Come check that out. It's gonna be fun. January 20th, I'm at City Winery Philly. January 25th, I have a tattoo appointment. January 27th, Belfont Brewery in Delaware. Come check that out. It's a good show.
I'll be on that one, too.
January 28th, we got Comedy on the Crick. Go check that out. We got some fun stuff. I'm on a cruise February 4th.
Check him out there.
Check me out there.
He's going to be fucking hammered.
But there's something else I wanted to fucking promote, too. I fucking forget. January 30th, Soundworks in Phoenixville. Come see me there. And there was something else I fucking wanted to promote. But you know what? It is what it is. Rob Stant Comedy. Follow me on there. All social medias. What's your Jim Gillespie?
At the Jim Gillespie on
and
Instagram.
Real quick, before we wrap up this episode, we would like to thank everybody who supports us on patreon.com/2inthisthingpodcast. I want to give a special thank you to our good friend. Oh, hang on. How do I go to all my fucking Patreons? This is your boy's doesn't know what he's doing. Hang on one second. I'm having like a fucking fart real quick. We'd like to thank all of our Patreon subscribers. A special thank you to Alaska Woods, who is subscribed to our $20 Patreon tier. If you guys want to check it out, $2 a month gets you a bunch of bonus content. Or bonus episode each month. $5 gets you extra bonus content. $10 gets you, and then $20 gets you a shout out. We got so much cool stuff on the Patreon. Patreon.com/2inthisthingpodcast.
Get a signed poster of the
signed poster. You get at the $20 tier. You get a signed poster and a shout out, which is right now we just have Alaska Woods. That's our only $20 tier supporter. Thank you to everybody else who supports us on the Patreon. And yeah, fucking go check it out. Give us a couple bucks a month. It helps us out a lot.
We
We're
will see
fucking
you
poor.
guys next week.
We will suck you off. We'll suck you off next week. Wash your hands. Have a good night. Two in the Stink podcast. Bye-bye.